It everybody, another episode from DJ Slaydem. Everybody locked up out there, the homeless, the rich, everybody living in this world. My friends and past associates want to know what is the greatest gift. The greatest gift is life, because with life you do all that you can. Everybody wants to be in show business. Everybody wants them to say something nice. Yeah, but the greatest gift, of course, is talking, right? So obviously, what's the future? The future is making episodes, right? So in this episodes, we're going to talk about different psychological tactics, how to turn around the world, how to confront secret societies, how to live in the modern world, how to change your relationship with bad parents. Because let's say your parents are bad like mine, then you've not only lost, now you need to just do your job, because no matter who the community is, it's your community. So you've always got to inspire to be the leader, because this world, there's so many bad things on the internet that people don't want to face. Your neighbors are always in darkness. So now you need to be the light for everybody, because one day the water is going to come back. One day there will be a bigger problem. It's always never over. So now it's not only an English lesson, it's an economic lesson. Now it's about putting your eggs and spreading the opportunity. Because now you've got somebody that is convinced that they can make money out of you. Which, if they're not going to pay you, obviously they want to kill you one day. So now you're a soldier, a frontline soldier. So now obviously there's a haunted, you live in a ghetto now, a haunted place. So the first thing to do, you've empowered yourself, because now you've got somebody that's hurting you while you're sleeping. The police are not going to help you. The hospital's not going to help you. Everyone's possibly putting tablets in your food. So now you've got to look at this thing like, make the most of life. Don't give beggars money anymore. Don't help negative people. If your parents are bad, you've now got to pack up. You've got a final leg. So after this last vacation, pack up and move out of the house. Episodes are for billionaires. Now you've got to cut out all the problems. You've got to pull your SIM card out of the phone. You've got to move out of the house now. You've got to leave your parents. Because your parents are not going to stop calling the police. They're not going to stop hurting you. The war is not going to end. So now you need to make the most of life. So you've only got yourself access to a cell phone. So now you've got to mentally have a relationship, because now the physical world is over. Now you're over 40 years old. You're looking at now the dawn of man, where man's now facing the monster. So this episode, the first few minutes, you don't need to be charismatic. You don't need to be a gangster rapper. What you need to do is be yourself. You need to be the hero for everybody, because now you're reaching places you shouldn't reach. Now you're in the greatest danger, because for the rest of your life, you're in danger now, because one day the flood is going to come. So now you've got to do something for emergencies. Just in case you're trapped out of the country. Just in case the worst thing happens. And maybe you could be injured. And then you've got to do something for old age. You've got to do something for the good days. You've got to do something for the bad days. It's like a job. You've got to be the general and the scout. You've got to be mommy and daddy. So this will teach you how to teach your children English, how to live in a dark place, how to make the most of life. Because maybe you've got no job. Not everybody gets money for free, which obviously is not a good idea to sell yourself. But I guess it's like a prostitute, mate. It's how you sell yourself. Because obviously, if you're looking good like this, then obviously a vampire will come sleep with you now, because you're living in the ghetto now. So you want out of this place now. So this is gimmicks, right? Not only psychological warfare. It will teach you to be loud. They are in darkness. Neighbors that are not your friends, they'll never be your friends. So now you need to do something for your friends, people that have helped you, people that are gone. This will be psychological edge, because now the person is convinced you want to live here. How can you live somewhere that is turned out to be horrible? Now's the time you need to pull the SIM card out of your phone. This episode will give everybody psychological edge. You talk about all these conspiracies, all these things we'll talk about. This episode is another episode now where you need to do overtime, because that's the only way to be successful. The best thing you can do is jerking off. That will release pressure. Don't go to the clubs in the city. Go once a month. It's got to be like a reward. So I'm saying you're allowed to copy someone. Because how many people are copycats? A lot of people are copying someone. Because you're living in the world now like somebody wants to be good looking. but they want to call the cops for you. You want to be a celebrity without the problems, then you've got to overload the market. You've got to advertise like a business. Then they're more afraid of you because you've got not only speech episodes can destroy the world, because you've already seen the greatest weapon. Africans with their wives and stuff, women with babies will destroy the universe. Now they realize the brains have taken over. You've got the ultimate weapon, the immune system, coronavirus, can shut down the universe. Now you've realized these things exist. But nothing exists in this world unless it's physical. So this is the matrix. The matrix is supposed to be an automated world. It's an electronic world, right? So maybe you want to change your music business. And then you want to have the best lyrics in the world. It's all about a business, bro. You've got to read in the dictionary. You've got to go to the library. You've got to use your imagination. You've got to make an anthem or some sort of, not a song. A song is different. An anthem is something that's going to be an eternal song. It's got to be so good. You've got to be sober. And you've got to spend time on this. But not too much time. Because you want to make money, right? So you've got to have a solid income. So if you want to be a millionaire, there must be millionaires around. So if you want to have money, right, you've got to take all the hyenas out. You've got to cut out the problems. Because the biggest problem in my life is I make big things, but I've got too many liabilities, like every colored business. Our parents, our family are liabilities. And now if you've got two parents that are just on some sort of drug, they just want you to fail. You know what I mean? So you've got to hide your stomach now, because the stomach is a sign of wealth, because everybody knows you eating KFC and all these things. So there's no point in having a good looking body, because then you're not attracting anything but trouble. But trouble's what we want, because now nobody wants out of the jungle. So this episode is to teach everybody how to get a job. Doesn't matter what job you're doing. Timber is a good job. A good job like traffic control is hard. It's not easy. But this will teach you economics, how to save your money. Because if you've got somebody that's just after your peanuts, it will only be peanuts. But if you've got one decent money, then you've got to address the vampire. You've got to face the monster. Because the monster is the only way to make decent money, right? Because with decent money, you get a good life. But life is all about quality of life. Because cleanliness is next to godliness, right? So now you've got a bad girlfriend. You've got to now just say no to a girlfriend. You want a wife. So life is like a relationship. You need a girlfriend. You got to treat her nice. Then she'll treat you nice. If you don't treat her nice, she won't remember the good times. She'll think of the bad times. But now you want to bounce back. You want to be like the president now. So you do as much as you can for drug addicts. Not just drug addicts, people that are interested. You take every opportunity. Don't think of the bad people. The bad people, it will always cost you more. In a war against Illuminati, the economic war will destroy everybody. This is health benefits. You get oxygen. You get chemicals in your brain. Because obviously your parents are bad. They're intending on putting you in prison like my parents. Now they're saying you're useless. Now he's insulting you. Now it's time to pack up now. It's time to get out of this garrison. Now you see they're afraid because the whole community is depending on you. Now they realize, hey, this guy is he's going to travel the world now. They realize what he's talking about now. Now you realize, hey, the game is over. The cops are after you. They're watching you. So you play games with people because there's nothing better for a man than an opportunity to come back into business. Tug of war. It's not so bad. Don't look at those married people like they're so successful. Those people are like settlers on another planet. Yeah, you got your wife and kids. Yeah, you got your mortgage. But you don't have a bike again. You don't have diamonds and chains. The world is going to be flooded. Ultimately, it's not over. You don't even have teeth in your mouth. You want somebody to say something nice about you? Do something nice for me. Otherwise, I'm just going to diss you badly. But not this episode. This episode will teach you psychological power. Because you live in a world that's full of gangsters, right? Wannabes, all these trolls, goblins, a world that's full of nonsense. So you've got to do something for everybody and yourself. Because this will be the greatest gift that you've ever seen in your life. You're making an episode for yourself. You're looking good looking. You're looking decent. You'll attract so many women that, mental sex is the best sex. If you jerk off once nicely, not every day, once a week, bro, and let those voices out your head, they can't touch you because that pressure is gone. So if you sleep with a nice prostitute and do it nice, they will be so famous with women that if you bath nicely, if you talk shit nicely, if you clean your hands, have a barbecue nicely, whether it's islander food, if you swear them nicely, you've won. They can't kill you twice. So you are free now. You are now living in the metaphysic world. So this episode is gimmicks, how to come back in business, how to stop the government from corrupting the world, how to face the monster. Maybe now you are in fear. So this is a guerrilla war. So instead of making it short, now you need to make it cost the enemy. Now you need to make it cost them. So you go for the vital points, like what they are doing. Because now he's going for the vital points. So it's a no mercy world. Then you will learn, because you must teach them pain. Then they will not come again. Because if you don't teach them, he'll come back and hurt you. Because now you got parents that are bad now, like mine. They want to get hurt. Because now they're mad. You know what I mean? They want something bad to happen. They've been dreaming about it. You know what I mean? Now you say, you want something bad? Guess what? It's going to happen. Because you've got no more protection. I'm no more going to be your big African bodyguard. I'm no more going to walk around and protect you. That is the last job I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because now she's expecting protection. Now you say, I don't want to be your boyfriend. I don't want to be your neighbor. I don't want to defend your neighborhood. I'm not going to deal with this monster. The monster's going to come after you. Because finally it's happened. So what if it happened? It could be my daughter. Because in a neighborhood, children are always going to watch you. You're always going to be a role model. You don't have to be a racist. Family is anyone that cares about you. Because if your family is hurting you, you've got to come to a point where you pack up. But this episode, you reach the quarter mark. So this episode is not only how to pack up from the problem, how to get out of prison. Because if you're in a prison, it can be a palace. Because maybe you want to be a rich person. But the greatest wealth is your freedom. Freedom to walk around with people. Freedom to go shopping. Freedom to have fresh water. Freedom to have teeth in your mouth. So, okay, you've got so many people watching you. So, okay, you've got somebody that's hurting you. So, okay, you've got somebody. Because pain, what I've realized, death is nothing. Pain is only something. So you've got someone that's your country's going bad. You cut it off and think about the good areas. You've got to look at the good areas. You can't think about the bad areas. You need to be a professional. You need to be equipped with billions of dollars for the bad problem. You've got to be realistic. That's the secret of success in my business. Trying to do things that are realistic. You know, everybody's unrealistic. So you need a decent conversation. If you don't have a decent conversation teaching you what's going on in the world, then you've lost your value. You've got to bring value in yourself. And you've got to make yourself valuable. Because if there's no value in life, now you've got every reason to be suicidal, which is allowed. Because there's no rules in the world. Because rules are for a trillionaire. They're not for a worker ant. So now you pursued the first 13 minutes, right? So you're living in a world where there's all access now. Now you fulfilled your sexual fantasies. But the greatest fantasy, my friend, is being clean, nice, and doing it nicely. You know, maybe you want to be a professional barbecue business and somebody's going around slandering your name. They can't diss you if you're going to diss them. Now they're afraid now. Now women are afraid now. This guy is going to get married. He's now going to go all over the world. He's now going to get a big house. Now he's going to be successful. They realize he's good at sex. They could be having good sex, you know what I mean? Yeah, sex is nice because if you do it nicely. If you hurt somebody nicely, it's nice. Then it's mwah, you know what I mean? Then if the person thinks it's too nice, then you don't give up your freedom of being a poor person. Because, you know, the thing is, if somebody is not good at kissing or not good, a smelly person is not going to be nice. Because then that person has lost. Because he's spending the whole day dirty. He's asleep now. You know, it's Sunday now, tomorrow now. You got somebody that's after peanuts. You know, you got somebody that's after your benefit. But I'm after billions. So with billions of dollars, you can hoax everybody. Because it's just a job, right? A job you got to use overtime. Because I'm just like you. I just use the house for KFC. I just use the house to scratch my bum. I just use the house to bath. I just use the house for Wi-Fi. So this episode is how you use your enemy. Make them take the risk. Because after this long journey, you're free. The woman can't come after you. She's probably gone already. She's probably dead. So she's probably saying, how did she die? Well, you're messing with a thug, a real gangster. So you've got to learn English. You learn as much as you can about the world. And all of this is available on the internet. You learn and learn and learn. You don't ever stop learning, because that will occupy your time. That will reach the Lord. That will reach the mosque. That will reach beautiful women. That's more important than anything, is in making the most of life. Because drug addicts are easily done. This is the greatest drug. You'll get chemicals like cocaine. You'll get chemicals that are even stronger than the drug you love, even stronger than blasting coke. This drug will empower you, mate. It'll give you a power that you'll be able to see through houses with your mind. You can see underwater. That even if somebody hurts you in the mouth, it's more like you will lose all that weight, and you'll attract the most beautiful women that you've seen, that somebody is a million times better than that person will realize that you are a million times better. That, when the person realizes how important life is, then you'll think, I can do this myself, instead of relying on a criminal's brain. Then you'll realize you can outsmart 20 governments. You can outsmart everybody now. Now you've got some sort of power now. You can reach anything now. But this episode is not only gimmicks, English, how to learn economics, how to make the most of life. You got 24 hours. Nighttime is for overtime. I'm not saying don't do drugs. I'm saying use the drugs. Because the drugs is like energy, right? So what I've done, I opened my mind. So I'm doing something that people dream about, all the stuff we talk about when we're children, all these conspiracies. But somebody's so afraid because he's expecting too much. Wouldn't you like to wake up, mate, and there's $13 million in your bank account? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you like to wake up and you can call the cops? You know what I mean? Wake up and you can have all these luxuries, $1 billion. It's asking too much. But that's not impossible. It's not impossible in this world on the internet. You're out of the 1970s. And the woman has stretched herself too thin. Like the greatest empires, Napoleon, the Roman Empire, the American Empire, the Japanese Empire, the aliens you dream about, vampires. They stretch themselves too thin. Trying to fight a well-disciplined occupation is now a guerrilla war. A guerrilla war can now cost you now, because now you're costing the enemy gang. I am costing them too much now. Now they are realizing this episode is not only English. It's now another episode that you touch all these fire stories. You know what I mean? This is witchcraft. Witchcraft is the simple witchcraft, is more powerful than trying to do actual voodoo. If you do candles with salt, the things that are right at your fingertips are the most powerful things, not something that is on the other side of the world. These are secrets that you learn, you've earned, because if you flood the world, obviously vampires and things will come flying. But nothing can fly better than yourself. There's no better weapon than what you have. There's no better knowledge than what you've learned. Because life is like an adventure. For some people, it's horrible, yeah. But for a lot of people, obviously, they've realized there's something even better out there. Something that's even bigger. The world is a big, bad world. So obviously you want good pussy, right? You've got to pay for it. You want good nyama, good meat. You've got to pay for it. Now your parents are old. Now you've got to separate yourself. Because now you've got somebody that's after peanuts. You know what I mean? He's hassling you for the benefit of all things, man. The benefit, bro. You're hassling somebody for $200? You want to kill somebody for $200, man? It's not the point, man. You know what I mean? The point is trying to make fat money stacks, is trying to get a life. You know what I mean? You can't hustle somebody. You can now just make a whole episode how somebody's hustling you for the benefit. Then now you've dissed the person for eternity. You'll probably be doomed, you know what I mean? Because TikTok philosophy is nonsense. Anybody can make philosophy. But you can't hurt somebody at night and start trying to be proud of yourself. Because now for the rest of your life, you're in danger of a guerrilla war in your country. You're in danger of somebody that can do sporadic fire. But anyway, in this episode is learning English, how to make rules. You know what I mean? If you can't follow the rules, this is the last leg of this journey. You got to use people. Somebody's using you. Let him take the risk for the drugs. Let him drive around with that stuff. Let him go to prison. Let the police know about you. Start snitching on people now. Come to the point you start calling the cops now. Because now it's a dirty fight. So you've got to be dirty. But cleanliness is next to godliness, you know what I mean? Because now everyone's excited now, but they don't realize you're a big gangster also. So now he's saying, why are you so dirty? I'll say, because you dirty. You're using dirty tactics. Because my dad is a dirty man. Indians are dirty. You know what I mean? They're not like Maoris. That's what you don't understand. He's using dirty tactics now. Now he wants to flood the world. You know what I mean? He's threatening the government. Now the government is like a wimp now. They're scared now. Now because you're going after harmless girls now. Those are dirty tactics in a dirty war. So now you got to be dirty. Don't try to be clean. Now you've got to live in that world. It's better for everybody. Because what's the point of being good looking like this? Is to get some pussy, right? But there's no better pussy than this pussy, mate. This pussy is the best pussy. It's never going to cheat on you. It's never going to leave you. It's never going to argue. It's going to do what you want. This pussy, mate. This cock is going to do what you want. It's never going to leave you. It's never going to cheat on you. Even if you go to prison, it's going to stay with you. You'll have to chop him off to leave you. That's why you can kiss, mate. It's the best. But anyway, it's a bit of humor, mate. But yeah, I guess this episode is going to teach everybody how to distance yourself from the problems. How to be the general and not be the cannon fodder. Because somebody that's risking prison, that's risking his family, is a liability to the whole neighborhood. Because the whole neighborhood, you can pay off everybody's mortgage. But the point is, it's the final leg, right? So now, you're in the enjoyable phase now. You enjoy yourself now. Because now you've been hurt now. Now the person has realized I'm hurting the wrong person. This person is not even worried. It could be a girl. You know what I mean? Because even if it's a relationship, if your girlfriend is a police officer and she's got to sleep with you while you sleep in, then it's a relationship. You know what I mean? If you want to be good at sex, then you've got to be you've got to enjoy life. If you don't enjoy your job, then it's just not a job. If somebody has got the power of the cops, then anyone can call the cops. But can you survive for so long in a business like this? Then that's a personal edge, self-power. Because now you've got energy to survive death. Then the person is now realized that life is just a bitter struggle. Okay, for some people it's not nice. But a lot of people have money. A lot of people have money they've saved. There's a lot of people that got money. Now you've got somebody that's useless. Somebody that's now, and of course you're surrounded. And the most important things are your parents. Now if your management is corrupted, then you're in trouble, mate. You've got to hide your stomach. You've got to do anything for yourself. Because now you've got somebody that's convinced that it doesn't work like that. If you stopping someone, you can't stop a billionaire. A billionaire's got the capability of stopping the whole world. So possibly, hey, this billionaire is capable of flooding the world. So you've got to do something for yourself. You've got to be funny. You've got to be, because if your brother don't care about you, then he doesn't. He'll never care about you. If your mom don't care about you, she'll never care about you. Because if your parents cared about you, you wouldn't live in a place like this. It's not a nice house. Because if you don't have a house, your dad has got plans of you being a beggar. You've got your uncle hates you. That means they want to hurt you. So you've got to do something like for everybody. So this episode is how to use ingenuity in the mind. How to heighten your senses. Senses of ear. Senses of sight. Senses of sound. The taste. If it tastes shit, it's shit. If it tastes nice, it's nice. If it smells bad, don't kiss it, mate. Don't be sucking something that smells bad, you'll get sick. If it's not nice, it's not nice. If it hurts, call the cops. Don't let somebody take you down their path, because then you're only gonna empower that person too much. Don't ever give up your freedom of bus, the train, groceries, water. Those things don't ever give up. Because in this world, everything's on the internet. So all you got to do is search on the internet for a house. But if somebody is just trying to keep you in a house, use the house. Use them for KFC. Use them for the trip. Use him for the joint. Use him for the drugs. Use him for the benefit. Use him. Make him your friend. Make him suffer with you. Make him lose his life. Make them suffer. Then they realize this guy is getting younger. He can live for eternity. They say, of course I'm a vampire. You try to fight with a gang. Use them for what they're doing to you. Don't be scared. Make episodes. Because this person is talking about something. Say this. Use the person. You know what I mean? Use them. Make them suffer. Make them also in quicksand. Make them, they want to make you stuck. But to say, you stuck with us. You stuck with the headhunters. Now they realize they're in danger. Now I say, anyway, we billionaires. I got houses all around the world. I'm just staying here like you. I just stay here to smoke. I'm just doing this to test the potency. I'm just doing this for the cartels. I'm not doing this for the house. I'm not doing it for my parents. They're not my parents. My parents are useless. My parents are part of the mongrel mob. They just, my dad's like a mongrel mob. That's why I swear my parents like that. The police are the only family I have. Because I'm not scared of prison. Because in prison, that's the best thing you can do. You can work with prison. You can perform an art that you won't understand from prison or all these places. If you get into this stuff and you listen to what I'm saying, you can make an art that can reach every person you care about, that will empower you, that when you're gone, you will now have the psychological power, mate. The power to lift up a mountain, the power to fly it to the ends of the universe, the power to leave this world, to see that this world is a stupid world. You know, when you see all these pictures of rappers, how they look down on the world, you'll be looking down on them because you'll be gone. They won't be able to get peanuts out of you. They won't be able to ask for help. They won't be able to make money out of you. She won't be able to hurt you. You know what I mean? You can't kill somebody twice. So you can't die twice. So they won't be able to rob you, hold you hostage. Because you got to learn to treat somebody nice. Is a difference between a good gang or somebody that's going to make a few $1,000s. If you want to make billions of dollars, you've got to learn to have a customer relationship. The way you treat yourself and your customers is important. If you're not having a good time and you try to treat your customers bad, then your days are doomed. If you're living in this world of the slums of India, it's easily changeable. Easily the slums. If you put effort in your life, any effort will come out. Imagine you've got a good business like a takeaway or something. Maybe you want to sell nice chicken. You want to beat KFC, you want to beat Nando's. Learn to be clean. Learn to buy gloves. Learn to leave something for children. Don't finish all the lobsters. Don't be greedy in the ocean. You got to police yourself. But if it's a greedy world, be greedy. Then there's nothing left for anybody. Then you are better off. Because then everyone's living on shit. Then it's better, right? Because your shit is going to be better than theirs. Because if you got somebody that wants to live on the tight budget, the tight budget is the best budget because you're only living on a $50 budget. Now the money is coming for free. So what happens is one day the cops will catch everybody. Then you just split, disappear, leave your parents. Because your parents are so used to what? Hurting you. They don't realize that you've been using them for ultimate power to change the world. Because you want to change the universe. Because the world is done and dusted. Now you want to reach the universe now. Now you want to reach these white people. Now you want to reach these biker gangs. Now you want to reach these skinny white girls. Now you want to reach the prostitutes. Now you want to reach all these headhunters, camancheros. Now you want to reach prisoners now. So now you need to teach everybody the finer art now. How life is important. Okay, you don't have your freedom. But it's like a prison anyway. Because think about it. You've got somebody that's trying to do too much. That could be dead already by now. Because he's messing with the shadow now. The shadow now is enticed now. They're hungry for this money. Because money, of course, is important, right? But not as important as people. Because now maybe somebody can check, hey, this guy, he's got the capability of walking the darkest street. He's living in a ghetto. Because this place is nonsense. It's a haunted house. There's no ambition here. They don't achieve anything. It's just a place you use for KFC. It's just a place I use to bath. It's just a place I used to do my job. But any nonsense is good nonsense right now. That's the thing what they don't understand. TikTok thinks nobody watches it. They think nobody's watching TikTok. You know what? Because they're worried about views. They're worried about the lame-ass world. They're worried about Africans that are married. With your wife and kids, you got your house. But you must still pay off your mortgage. I can pay my mortgage off with one of these episodes. Because I'm reaching billionaires. I'm reaching gangsters. I'm reaching the real monster. Which you're not listening to could find a way for you to live for eternity. So you could pay off your mortgage with one of these episodes if you could reach the outside world. If only the person could think of that in the first place, right? But that was a history of segregation. was the ancient world, which I guess is a custom and tradition. Because okay, the dentist tried. Okay, the person tried his luck. But now you have awoken the monster. Now you've come to the realization now that there's people watching you, that somebody cares about you. Okay, your parents are useless, but they're old. What can they do? Now they need the bodyguard now. Now they realize you're in the final stages of the episode. So this episode is an English episode, it's another Chipolatis episode. It's something for everybody. Prisoners, the government, gang members, my friends, strangers, or the so-called shadow, right? The secret society, right, that wants to face a frontline soldier. People that are afraid of the streets. The streets can get lost. You want to walk the streets? That's for trillionaire. But you never give up that freedom. Don't give up the freedom of your African life. Don't give up your horrible freedom. Because there's no better freedom than talking shit, right? Because, okay, it sounds like it's bullshit. But any bullshit is good. Because now you've reached the final stage. Now you can do an episode. So that means they're listening to you. But now you want out of this ghetto. The easiest thing to do, get out of a ghetto anyway, search the internet. But that's another episode. So this episode is English, how to command oxygen, how to let your blood circulate. You can cure your migraines. You can cure your backache because now you've got the posture of a champion. So now they can't hurt you. Because now they realize, hey, you with a biker gang, you know what I mean? They're teaching you too much. So now the final minutes of this episode is now bedtime now. Now you've done overtime. So now what happens is you've got a chance to publicly humiliate everybody. You've got a chance to have leverage now. Now they can't diss you now. Now they're afraid of what you're going to say. They're afraid of who's listening now. They're afraid now, you know what I mean, that this guy's coming back in business now. They're afraid of fashion out there. They intimidated Versace. They intimidated now, you know what I mean, all your opposition now. Now everybody realizes we're back in business now. Now there's anticipation now. Now there's excitement. What's this guy going to talk about? What's this guy going to do? It's all gimmicks of a business. You take and receive. Don't be greedy. Don't be like my selfish parents. Don't be selfish. Spoil yourself. Don't be so heartless. Then you've got to love your people. Don't try to, you've got to love this nonsense. You've got to be fascinated. You've got to be like, do it. Do it, you know what I mean? You can't take me twice, you know what I mean? Do it, you know what I mean? You can't take me twice. I'll be gone. I'll have the power to lift up a mountain, you know what I mean? You'll have another world waiting for you. But yeah, of course, you've got metaphysics, you've got all sorts of energy. So yeah, I mean, okay. What is it now? 3 days to payday. So now somebody's hustling me for peanuts. I'm not after peanuts, bro. I'm after about $100 million. With $100 million, I can stay like this for eternity. Because you don't want an army of thieves around you. You don't want an army of prostitutes around you. You want the luxury of life, right? You want the clean water. You want the toothpaste. You want a good pussy, right? You want the bacon and eggs. You want the beach. You want the lifestyle. You want to be back in business. You want to be talking. You want the natural chemicals. You want them to take the risk. You don't want to take the risk if you're the president because you're risking life in prison. You don't want to take the risk. You want to be in the shadow, you know what I mean? You want the Brazilian pussy. You want the nightlife. You want Britomart to open. You want to be looking good, you know what I mean? You want the freedom to be touching the sky. You want to be nice, you know what I mean? You don't want to be in the prison. You want to be in the mental hospital. You want to be eating the African food and nice boil up. You don't want to be with a smelly bum the whole day. You want a beautiful girl now. You want your penis to work. You know what I mean? But there's no better boyfriend than this boyfriend. There's no better girlfriend than this girlfriend. This girlfriend can't leave you. Because it can be nice. It doesn't have to be horrible. Well, I mean, if you want to be smoking, who wants to be smoking when you can be on a natural buzz? Who wants to be on drugs when you can be naturally high? You do drugs on the Wednesday, on the weekend. I never said don't do drugs. I said use the drug. I use the drug for work. I use the drug to climb up the ladder in organized crime. I use the drug to build buildings, change the world. It doesn't mean I don't have it. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Because the ultimate freedom is the mind, right? The physical world is going to end. So what I'm saying is, this is another episode. It's just going to prove everything to skinny white girls that there's better things out there. Instead of worrying about blasting, by all means blast, but pay for it. By all means snuff, but pay for it. By all means be a screw, but pay for it. By all means be a bad dad, but just keep the rent going. By all means, live. By all means, live. But pay for it. By all means, keep smoking, but just keep the money coming. That's what I'm about. By all means, hate us, but just keep the society going. Maintain this bullshit. Just it's by all means, keep on smoking, but just keep the money coming. Because the money, you can do anything. By all means, be beautiful, but don't expect somebody not to come bang you. Don't expect somebody not to come looking for you. If you're going to live in a world with no rules, then of course the person is going to say what's happening. By all means, just keep paying, just keep the money coming. Obviously, the person wants to change the world. You can't change the world unless you're a celebrity, unless you're available, right? So you've got no confidence. It's not confidence. If you're totally hypnotized, that's allowed. Of course, a girl can hypnotize you, but if you want to be the champion, there's no better girlfriend than this girlfriend. This girlfriend can't cheat on you. She can't choke you at night. She can't run away also. You know what I mean? This girlfriend, she can't refuse. This girlfriend can't refuse. She can do anything, this girlfriend. These girls, they can do anything. You don't have to be a fighter to win. You can outsmart anybody. Now, the final minutes, he wants neurology. But you want chemicals, right? Chemicals that from talking like this will give you chemicals from all of this sugar and stuff, that's in your brain. It will just start bubbling inside you. Yeah, you'll just check what's going on, mate. You'll be on the best drug you ever been in your life. And that's without alcohol. And imagine you drinking and you listen to this thing. Because, okay, you can make music, but that's another episode. Because now you need something for your family, your cousins, people around the world. Your parents are nuts. You know what I mean? It's a nut case. So now it's bedtime now. Now you've done overtime, right? Because it's like a job. Now they're not expecting another episode. They're not expecting an ambush, are they? You see, you can ambush people in your house. Because, somebody's expecting just to win against you. You can ambush somebody. You can scout the terrain, right? Scout out the place. Scout for girls. Because you can mentally fuck girls. You can mentally fuck up the cops, mate. You can mentally nigh a girl, mate. She'll fucking feel it, mate. Because you mentally nigh people. Now what? He's mentally beaten, so he's lost the battle now. Because now he wants to pay you now. Now he's so afraid now. You know what I mean? Now he wants to live with you. Now he knows, hey, this guy's a nice guy. He wants to pay you now. Now you're saying, but I'm richer than you. I want to pay you. Now he's bust. You know what I mean? Now the girl is finished now. Now he's finished now. Now he's bust now. Now he knows you bust now. You know what I mean? Because he's wishing, she's wishing. Now they check, hey, you bust, this guy's out of here. You know what I mean? They check there's only a few more days. They bust, you know what I mean? He's checking, the woman is finished now. She can't be a racist. She can't live in the 1970s. But that was the ancient world. Of course you allowed. But those are secrets of a trillionaire. Don't ever give up your freedom. If you give up your freedom, you can't go to the pools. You can't get groceries. You can't because you got somebody chasing you like a hyena. Don't give up that freedom. And don't give up the freedom to do what you want. Because you'll be surprised who is going to be listening. Sometimes the best business is the shadow business. Because from the shadows, you can reach anywhere. You can hide your stomach, but you can't hide bad breath. You can hide the smell, but sometimes those are the best smells. But if you want to be smelling like fresh mint, and you want to be, you know what I mean, bathing in the lagoon of the African lion, then of course something's going to come running after you. If you want to be beautiful like that, then something's going to come running after you, you know what I mean? Then don't be living in a place like this. The skrilla, the jungle, the ghetto. Because obviously something will come running after you. Something big and fat or something. Well, if you want to be good looking or something, then obviously with money you can get a better life. But can you? Does money make a better life? Obviously it does. Because you live in the modern world, right? But now we've reached another episode. So obviously money's got to come somehow. Well, if you need money for groceries, electricity, all these things that people don't think of is just the job of the brains. There's no better boyfriend than this boyfriend. This boyfriend, he can't hit you. This boyfriend, he can't just run away. This boyfriend has got to stay with you. This boyfriend is with you in the next life. This girlfriend, she can't refuse. This girlfriend is the best girlfriend. Everybody loves this girlfriend. Is the best girlfriend you'll ever see in your life. Will release the pressure. Will take all your problems away. This girlfriend. The lonely life is the best life. What do you want to be around people that are full of nonsense? When this girlfriend is gonna never refuse. You know what I mean? This girlfriend, you can hammer any girl. You can do anything with this girlfriend. This girlfriend loves you, mate. But that's another episode. You rather jerk off and release the pressure. Then the beef is gone. Then now risking a prostitute. Risking herpes and rashes, mate. You want to be a good person like this? There's no better girlfriend than this girlfriend. This girlfriend can't refuse this. This girlfriend can follow you to work. This girlfriend is a part-time lover, this girlfriend. This girlfriend's funny and she's serious. This girlfriend is with you for your whole life. But that's another episode, mate. Just some gimmicks, how to realize masturbation is normal. Realizing being a clean person is better than being a dirty person. And also, if everybody in your life is nonsense, it's better just to pack up. Pack up and look on the internet for something else. Because there's no better friend than a friend, because this is speech therapy. Some people want to listen. And there's nothing better than money. But there has to be a logical way to make money. Well, then you want to be making money, mate. There's no better way to make money than opportunity. But yeah, don't be greedy. Space your life. Take your time. Make episodes for yourself. Because if you don't have confidence, then you can't stand at Victor Arena. Then you can't stand in front of people. But it's like a concert. But don't worry about views. When you're living in the world of the shadow has taken over. But that's another episode. There's no better girlfriend than this girlfriend. This girlfriend can't burn you, hurt you at night. This girlfriend can't leave you. This girlfriend, you can rape her as much as you want. You can get 40 times a day out of this girlfriend. This girlfriend can't do anything. This girlfriend, she can't talk back, this girlfriend. This girlfriend knows what the problem is. She's stuck with you. There's nothing better than what you have. Or chemicals like that. There's nothing better. If you're going to do it nicely. If you do it horrible, then something horrible will happen to you. But that's another episode, mate. Done and dusted.